Hello and welcome to day one of the March Songwriting Madness Challenge. Ooh, I'm actually very intimidated because there are a lot of musicians that are signed up that I really admire, so thank you for being here. This will be really cool. I'm excited and I'm really especially excited to see what people come up with. This is the writing portion of today's lesson, and attached to this video I will link the music portion. In this challenge we're going to start exploring the ideas based around sensory-based writing, and we are going to just start to make writing a habit. So sometimes our own judgment gets in the way of our writing because we're not used to it. If we just do it every day, even just for 5 minutes, it becomes a practice, and sometimes things are good. A lot of the techniques that I've used in my songwriting were pulled from this book, Songwriting Without Boundaries. It gives you daily exercises that you can use to improve your writing, and what I really like about it is that they're timed. You don't have time to think about whether it's good or bad. You're just writing for 10 minutes or so. Today's writing portion will take about 20 minutes. One of the most powerful ways that you can reach a listener or a reader is by accessing sensory details, or actually bringing their experience into something that you're portraying. And this includes the senses such as smell, taste, sight, sound, and touch, but also it's going to include sense of motion, like bodily kinesthetic motion, as well as a sense of what is inside your body or what's happening inside your body. So there's a lot to consider when you pick a random object and you just decide to go with it. The exercises I put together for this week are based a lot on what I've done in this book, but they're original to myself. These are timed exercises. You'll have one that's 5 minutes, one that is 10 minutes, and one that is 2 minutes. I personally like to use a timer like this because you can just flip it over and it counts 10 minutes for you. It's kind of nice, but use whatever you need. When you're given your prompt, you might find that you might not necessarily want to stick with the topic you were given, and that is really okay. Do use your free association. Don't resist it if it comes to you. If something comes to you, let it formulate in your mind. This is your writing experience, and this is gonna be your sensory experience that you're sharing. So for the first 5-minute prompt, I'm gonna share it with you, then I'm going to read what I came up with. If you wanna pause it before you write down, before you hear what I wrote, that would be fine. If you wanna hear what I wrote first and see where I went with it, that's totally fine too. So the prompt for your 5-minute warm-up is coin. So think about what kinds of sensory experiences coin conjures up in you and just go with it. This is what I came up with. Smell of metal and taste. No sound distinctly recalls the sticky scent of pennies as they jingle as they pour into the jar, a river of copper and zinc. Hands dirty from the lint of 1,000 jeans pockets and the swishes of 1,000 mall fountains. Jingling clink, splash water fluid. Abe Lincoln stares at my thumb. Is his beard judging me? Or the cleanliness of this 21st century world with 7 billion humans, all with pennies in their pockets, rubbing on my thigh like a boy with curious hands, with every step of the day. Now for the 10-minute prompt, I realized that I didn't actually select an object, I just selected an event, and as a result of this, I found it a little bit challenging to find a lot to talk about or a lot to say. I, in my mind, as a writer, like to stick on topic, so I didn't veer very far. That doesn't mean that you should stick on topic, and it also doesn't mean that I just also kind of means that I need to be better at veering away when I can, when I have that option. Your prompt for your 10-minute exercise is your way home. Here's what I came up with. A cloud of heat bloomed in my face as I opened the car door, eager to escape the rush of parents that had not yet arrived. Inside there awaited my coffee from yesterday baking in the air, welcoming me in until I actually take the time to swallow the air, aftertaste of old soy milk and abandoned dreams. Clicking the key, clacking the AC knob that had been resting untouched for weeks. The icy air blew away the smell of judgmental coffee. Sitting my seat embraced me like a well-fitting glove. Clouds floated in the blue, stringy strands of silver and white, sitting patiently as cars on the freeway make their tactical moves, plotting the next lane change. Last minute in front of me as we all approach a school bus. Just in time I crossed his path, recalling myself whenever I returned from a field trip and trucks would pass the bus and we all thought for a second that we were going backwards. So you might have noticed that I didn't really draw that much from the sensory realm in this. I tried to. I used a lot of the smell of the old coffee. I tried to kind of make up for that by personifying cars and clouds. So there's a lot you can do with this. And for the 2-minute prompt, you're going to find that it goes by a lot faster than you might think. Just keep writing and put your pencil down as soon as the 2 minutes are over. Don't even finish the word. The 2-minute prompt for today is cloud. Here's what I came up with. Sheepishly it started to blush as the sun sank lower, dipping its big toe into the nighttime. Receiving a special light not gifted to the humans, edges glowing softly, then becoming silver with the... I know, that was really profound. Relating back to the songwriting challenge, you do not have to use what you did in this exercise as part of your song, but you can, you're welcome to. And that's kind of the flexibility that I wanted with a challenge like this. Like, you don't always feel like you want to do whatever the prompt is, but you got to get a little bit more outside of your writing comfort zone by having someone else from the outside give you something to write about first. If you want to share with me what you came up with or certain parts that you are really proud of, feel free to. I'm really excited to hear what other people came up with. And I love it when people interact, when people react to what they hear from others. That's one of those exciting parts about being a teacher. I'll see you in the music theory video.